In this video, I'm going to show you how to change a flat front tube on a TTR 125. And this is the first time that I've done this, so bear with me. I've never changed a motorcycle tire myself, but now that I've got the WR and the TTR 125, I just kind of figured I might as well grab some tire spoons and try it. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off that front wheel. So this is what I've got for the job. I picked up this heavy duty tube. It's what the front on this is, like a 19 inch, I think. Yeah. These are my two tire spoons that I bought. So I've just got my 17mm wrench. We'll take this thing off and see what we can do. And I'm just losing stuff already. And I should get something for that. Get like an adjustable wrench or something. Assuming this is a 17mm. So they're both 17mm, and but oh well. So keep things in order here. So I'm going to lift up, and it'll make this axle easier to pull out. And I'm going to gently drop it down. There we go. So, next thing that I'm going to do is put this washer and this nut back on the axle in the order they came off. And then I'm going to set it up on my bench in the orientation that it came off. Just to keep things simple. Once you've got that off, you took the disc out of the calipers, so you do not want to pull that. Otherwise, it'll squeeze the piston together and it'll be a real pain to get back. There's a couple of spacers here. I'm just going to take these out right now, just to keep track of them. And that looks like these are pretty gross. I might see if I can clean them up. And like I did with these, I'm just going to keep these in this orientation. Actually, I'm going to put them on the axle. Anytime that I can, I like to reconstruct things like this. So I'll take this off, put this on here, put this on here. So just keep it all like that. Much easier to remember how to put it back together when you're done. I'll grab a paper towel. So I'm going to find the size of nut here. Maybe it's a 12. Yeah, that feels like a 12. So I'm taking the little nut off of the valve stem. I'm going to start reaching for the tire spoons. I've heard someone recommend using WD-40 on this. I'm going to grab it. Let's see what a little WD-40 does. Maybe I need to break the bead. I'm gonna try. Oh, there we go. So I think that little break in the bead thing that I did actually seemed to help. Oh, pop back in. Oh, there we go. Not sure why that side was easier. Okay. It's getting easier now. I don't know why it was difficult going the other direction. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it'll become more clear in a second. Okay. Let's get this tube out. Okay, now we're over to the valve stem. So I'm just trying to push this up so I can get the last bit out. We're almost there. There we go. Well, I got the old tube out. So let's pump it up, because it's always good when you get the old tube out to investigate a little bit. Find where the puncture is and then go look for that puncture. At least that's what I've always done with bicycles, because you might find a little piece of glass or metal or something that's still in your tire. I can hear it already. Now that's interesting. Just right by the valve stem. It's kind of coming and going. Yeah, there, that rubber just cracked. So that's sweet. So I'm not gonna really go hunting for any pieces of sharp metal or anything that are sticking through the tire carcass, because it looks like this tire is probably just over 10 years old and it just cracked. Yep, right there. So throw that aside and get the new one. The new one also comes with a cap that is a little valve stem puller. And this must be common, I guess, this double, I just haven't seen this on bicycles, there's a nut on the inside and this little washer type thing, flange. But hey, whatever works. And I want to put a little air into this It typically makes things easier to have a little air. It'll hold its shape a little better. You don't want a ton. I'm gonna try that. And then I'll find where there's the hole for the valve stem. So I'm gonna start there. Once we get to this point, this is when you need to start being careful. Like when you're ripping the old tube out, it doesn't matter. But this is where we need to start worrying about something we do, introducing a pinch flat. So I'm gonna try to keep this thing correctly oriented as I shove it down in here. We'll see how that works out. And then I'm just gonna hit this whole thing with a little bit of WD-40. I think it's just gonna help avoid pinch flats. And maybe I'm completely being idiotic, but whatever. And I'll wipe the disc down later. Yeah, it's just, it slides in a lot easier. I think it's gonna help. And you've got this rim tape on the inside. Gotta be careful not to screw that up too bad. That's what sits between the ends of your spokes and your tube. So I'm starting to see this come through. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit more WD-40 actually. This is where we want to start being real careful about pinching. So I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna like put my foot down here and then go around like this. Just kinda skipping over. Do another one over here. Seems to be going easy so far, but like with bikes, it always gets tough at the end. Yep. So I'm starting to feel it. Small bites. I had my spoon upside down. Okay, small bite here. We're getting there. Oh man. I'm just gonna try and get my spoon in here. This is tough. It's interesting. WD-40'd this whole thing. It's all greased up. There we go. Nice. Can I give it a push around? Oh. I'll put this on here. 12 millimeter. Let's give it some air. Well, I put 30 psi in, which is probably a lot higher than ideal for a dirt bike, but whatever. Seems to be holding great. I didn't hear any like popping of bead seals, but whatever. So I got WD-40 all over that. So I'm gonna wipe my hands. And I'm just gonna use some rubbing alcohol with a shop towel to clean that up. Just give the disc a wipe. Should take care of any WD-40 that I sprayed onto it. Make sure I'll get the other side too. It's looking good. Well, I'm pretty pleased. That wasn't too bad. I think the WD-40 helped a lot. I'm not gonna worry about cleaning these up right now. They're kind of gross, but oh well. Pop the spacers in first, because they need to sit in there so you can't slide it on. Before that, then we need to line the disc up. Spacers, there we go. Get that through. There we go. So, back in action, then we'll put the washer on. I'm gonna look up the torque, or not, I lied. I'm not looking up torque. I go by feel. Feels great. That was easier than I thought it was gonna be. That's kind of the last big thing. I got brakes. Both tires are holding air. I mean, well, last big thing. The last big thing before I rebuild the engine. As you can see, it smokes really bad.